Welcome back to the Citizen channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well as we look forward to a Manchester derby. Yes, there's nothing like it, is the guys. I don't get too nervous. I get sort of nervous by kick-off time, but if I'm there watching it, it's all better. I'm not very good at watching these things on the TV or on a screen. I'm better being there. So if I'm there, I'm usually okay. Even if things don't quite go right, I can cope a little bit better. So looking forward to City against United, of course. Match day 8, Sunday the 2nd of October. This is the odds show. We'll have a look at any value with the old bookmakers. Please, all these prices are at the 27th of September 2022. So hopefully we've not got any additional injuries or anything like this. I'm aware of John Stones, of course. So I'll give you my little starting 11. Check out my preview show when that becomes available as well. So more insight into how I got to this starting 11 that I'm going to give you in a little while. Please, it's an odd show. It's the bookies. When the fun stops, please be gamble aware. And please, if it's not fun anymore, guys, don't do it. Please, that's what we need to do. This is just for a bit of interest, a bit of fun for many City fans. I know do have a little flutter. And let me know your bets as well. That'd be great. Please, if you are new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications, pass the word about the Citizen channel. Be much appreciated. City past, present, and forever. Leave your comments. Very welcome. Leave me what you've had a go at, what you've so I can keep your fingers crossed for you. You know, can't even cross my fingers now. Keep your fingers crossed for you. That'd be great. And please, just give us a thumbs up, make an old City fan very happy. Right, yes, so we're going to have a look at this odds show. As I said, it's all at the 27th of September, so these are more or less right. And what I've done this time, I've put the generally available odds, and maybe some slightly better prices if you shop around. So all these odds, there might be one or two, usually Bet365, Sky Sport, usually have slightly better odds than this, and some of the smaller bookmakers occasionally chip in as well, but these are just the generally available odds I give you today. So odds for the title, that'll be just before we get onto the game itself and the starting 11. City are a firm 1-3 on now, which is fair enough. Liverpool are still second favourites, but they're out to 8-1. Yes, obviously Arsenal are up there, Tottenham, but the bookies aren't sort of taking any real notice just yet. Perhaps a bit further down the line if they carry on. Odds for the title for United are 33-1, so that doesn't look too bad if you believe the United fans at the moment, believe the hype. So they're actually still 6th favourite to win the titles. It might change a bit if they do us. It might change a little bit if they do us on Sunday, that's for sure. To finish top 4, you can get 6-4 odds against. That sounds pretty reasonable if you're a United fan. Top 6 for United is 2-5 on, but I think if I was a United fan, I might just have a little risk on a top 4. Right, this is my start 11. As I said, please check out my preview show for my reasoning behind this start 11 for City. There's a couple of ifs, ums and ahs on this one, but I'll go for this one, and let's go for it. Ederson, Walker, Diaz, Akanji, Cancelo, Roderick, Bernardo, KDB, Foden, Haaland, and Grealish. So I'll go with that one. As I said, check the preview show to see what's happening. I mean, to sum up, you can't complete. Many say when it's a derby, you can throw form out the window. I don't think you can. I think that's a load of rubbish. Usually, it goes with the better team, unless it's United and they snatch a lucky win. But So the thing is, United will certainly fancy the chances in this. I think we stuffed them last time 4-1, didn't we, at the Etihad? But of course, with the current run of form, it's as though they've come. They're a threat now, and even the fans are believing it. So we'll have to see, won't we? But I do fully expect a City win, and I fully expect a City win by at least a 2-goal margin. And if anything else, I'll be a little bit disappointed. All right, I'll be happy with a 1-goal margin if it comes to the crunch. But we've got to be beating this lot by at least 2 goals just to put them back in the place. We'll see. The match odds themselves, City are 1-3 on, like we are for the title, so that's not the lowest we've been. So if you don't mind betting odds on, that could be reasonable. United are 8-1, so okay, if United fans, a draw is 9-2. Go on to the first goal scorer. If you look at the front three I've put out there, I'll just look at the guys I've put in my team. I'm not really going to worry outside of that. Haaland's 2-1 for the first goal scorer. That's reasonable. Foden's 13-2. He's not scoring many goals, but he got that last one at Wolves, didn't he? So that's an interesting one. And as I said, Grealish, who by no means he's a guaranteed starter, but I plumped him in my team. He get 9-1. But obviously, the obvious guy is KDB. He opened the scoring last season at the Etihad in the derby. He's 13-2. So that's an interesting one. That's probably the value in this one, first goal scorer. Although you've got a plump for Ireland at 2-1. Akanji, just as an outside chance, Akanji got his first Switzerland goal, didn't he, last week with the header? How about a set piece from City? We're usually okay at them, not perhaps been as efficient this season as last season, but you can get 28-1 on Akanji. And we'll mention United, of course we will. It's an odd show, and say there might be the odd United fan watching. Of course, Rashford and Sancho have both chipped in with 3 goals each this season, so I think they're the top scorers certainly in the league as at this point in time. But away from that, you've got Ronaldo. If he plays, no guarantee of that. He's 17-2. Rashford, I can't get a price for him at the moment because he has picked up an injury, but I thought he might be available for this one, but I can't see any prices on Rashford. But he's certainly an interesting one, even though all of a sudden he's sort of hit a little bit of form. We'll see against us. Sancho's 20-1. That's probably a bit more interesting on the first goal scorer. But always more interesting for me is the anytime goal scorers. So again, if you go for a front three, a restricted 4-9 on Haaland, 12-5 on Foden, 3-1 on Grealish. But again, KDB, when I did my odd show last season, did the charity bets. KDB was a reasonable bet anytime goal scorer in and around 2-1, and he can get 2-1 again, and as I said, slightly better if you look around as well, so that's fine. Akanji, as I said, mentioned before, he's 10-1. United, Ronaldo's 5-2 anytime goal scorer. Even if it's a sub, he might come on and do one more. Hopefully he won't, because we can keep him quiet, and he's about 42 now, isn't he? Sancho is 13-2. That's quite an interesting one. Half-time, full-time, it's got to be City full-time for me. And why not half-time? But we'll see. Well, last year we sort of went in 2-1 ahead, I think, at half-time. And it was a close thing. We perhaps didn't quite deserve it on the balance of play. But if you look at the half-time, full-time, City's 10-11. It's okay. A draw is 15-2. Don't want that one. United is 14-1. We don't want that one. A draw and City to win. I think this is probably the better value of the ones, even though I don't want City to be drawing. I want us to be winning at half-time. But a 10-3 on a draw and City to win draw half-time, City to win full-time is fine. A draw and United to win, we're not having that one, are we? 16-1. Correct scores, that's an interesting one. I'm a bit stuck on this one. If you look at last year's 4-1 win, that's a 60. You can get 16-1 on that. 2-0 for City, 7-1. A 3-0, 17-2. A 3-1, which is always a steady, safe, standard bet, isn't it? 10-1. If you fancy United to win it, 1-0, 25-1. 2-0, 60-1. I can go back a couple of seasons for that. And a 2-1 is 22-1. Interesting on the handicap, certainly for United fans. +2, you can get a 5-6 on with United. So allowing for the fact that we've only beaten by 1 goal, I think that's certainly for United fans. I'm sure City fans won't be looking at that, but that's not bad value at 5-6. Goals under and over. Obviously, last season it was over 4.5, and this year you can get 5-2 on that. I hope it is in a positive way for City. I do hope it's 4-5. Probably better is over 3.5 at 11-10. I think that's reasonable value. And over 2.5 is 2-5. I mean, we don't know how the old 10 Bob Pep's going to play this, do we, Ten Hag? So, say if he's a bit more cagey, having watched last night, Mr. Slabhead play for England. I'm hoping he's playing, but he's no guaranteed spot at United at the moment, has he? But if he plays, yeah, I think it will be over 4.5. But there's no guarantee, unfortunately, that old Slabhead will play. So, over 2.5 is 2-5 on. A bit restricted, but as I say, it could end up a 0-0 draw and we'll all be disappointed, won't we? Well, we will certainly be disappointed. I think United will be happy with that. But we don't know Ten Hag's philosophy, do we? So we'll have to see how he plays it. This is the first time he's played in a Manchester derby. Both teams to score? Yeah, I think more yes than no for me. I don't want United to score, but it always seems to happen. And a no is 6-5, so the bookies agree. That might be worth a little chance on a no. And a yes is 8-11, although I think yes is probably more so. So there you go, guys. That's a quick rundown of all the best bets that I've got there. Let me know yours. My probably best value bets of this match, I've put 3 down here. I say first goal scorer. KDB's an interesting one on that one, but I've gone for Ireland at 2-1. Anytime goal scorer, of course, KDB is always worth a look at 2-1. And both teams to score, yes, at 8-11. I've got that. So that's my little thoughts. Let me know what you're doing. That'd be great to hear from you, and let me know your little bets so I can keep. My fingers are working now. Keep both my fingers crossed for you. Anyway, guys, then let's hope we do the business and enjoy the game. Please, until we meet again, please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Bye for now.